Welcome to our podcast. This, I believe, is episode 6. Here with you today, we have Drew, and
Grew.
Yeah, so everybody's here today. We have a podcast announcement, everybody, and the announcement is, drum roll, please. Just cue the drum roll sound effect. Woo! We've changed the name of our podcast from Jay's
Buzz.
Weekly Podcast to Blue Jays Buzz.
Because
For a few reasons.
Yep.
First, we thought Jay's Weekly Podcast was quite lame. I'm sure I hope a lot of you guys will agree with us on that. And, it kind of restricted us to only doing it weekly. And this, we feel like, especially in the offseason, we can do whatever we feel like we need to. So that is why we changed it to Blue Jays Buzz. We still have a pretty similar logo. We just changed the text.
We've taken about a 2-week break, but if you go onto our YouTube channel, it's called Bonds Baseball, as you guys probably know. I don't know if we've talked about it in other things, but we have a new series made by Frew called
Talking MLB with Frew, which is basically just some smaller stuff where I break down some smaller moves. Anyways, here, when you take a break for 2 weeks, like Drew has stated, a lot of stuff can happen.
a lot of stuff, or
First
in
of
the
all-
Blue Jays case, a lot of nothing will happen.
Yeah, well, in the Blue Jays case, a lot of nothing.
Kiermaier.
They did sign Kiermaier, and we will get to
and-
that. There's lots of stuff around the league,
Did we
though,
make
that
an
have to talk about
episode
as well.
while we had IKF?
We still have IKF. He signed with us.
I know, that's what I'm saying, but our last episode, was that before we signed?
No.
No?
Kiermaier signed before IKF.
Okay.
So, I know that Drew made a video on our YouTube channel, but if you don't watch on YouTube or if you didn't see the video, Merry Christmas if you celebrate it, and
Yes!
a Happy New Year. I know it's a bit late to be saying that on January the 12th, but anyways,
what it is.
Happy New Year, everybody.
And guys, we have hit, as of the moment, we are at 350
350 subscribers.
So I would like to thank all of you for all the support. Also, one of our videos is about to hit 100 views, so please go check that out, along with all of our other videos.
If you would like to get to 100 views, the video is called Rookie 2 Debut in Baseball 9.
Yeah, I was
But,
promoting it. That's what I was trying to do.
so
I got you.
But all the other videos are great too, like the show videos, and obviously the Talking MLB with Through videos,
Yep.
and this podcast. Our
this
podcast has not
podcast.
been getting very many views, but
Actually, it's not bad.
I mean, some of the
We have
episodes are pretty
30, we have 25.
bad. We also have 8 and 12.
We also have
and
8,
13.
12, and 13.
Anyways, that's not the point. The point is that there's a lot to break down.
Correct.
There's so much to break down that we'll probably just say something and then we won't really dive deep into
We're
it.
going to move on quickly. We don't got a lot of time here, guys.
But there are a
for this
few
episode.
moves we will break down, like the IKF deal, the Kiermaier deal. We will also break down not really break down, but kind of talk about the Teoscar Hernandez signing.
We should also
And the
talk
Chris
about
Sale trade as well, because that was crazy.
That's a big one.
we should also talk about what we think, like if we think the Jays free agency or off season is a complete bust.
Yeah, and then assuming neither of these two guys signs, who was Jorge Soler and Jock Peterson.
Jorge or Jock.
Talking MLB with Frew, and this is coming from Frew himself.
Yep.
We will make I will make a video breaking down those two guys because it looks as though the Blue Jays are going to get one of them.
Well, okay.
I
We
don't
shouldn't
wanna
get our
I
heads.
don't want to jinx it.
Exactly.
But-
We shouldn't get our hopes up ever again.
Yeah,
Ever again. I'm just not doing it.
I'm
not doing it.
We were
Anyways,
so
We
confident.
tracked a flippin' plane.
yeah, and
I'm not doing it.
I think that's actually our most viewed podcast episode. So we kind of benefited from fake news, just like every other.
But everyone else did as well.
Except for
the Blue Jays.
Except for our hearts. Those
Yes,
did not-
our hearts
those did not
and the Blue
benefit from it.
Jays.
And this offseason, the Blue Jays haven't really changed that much. If we got Shohei like we think we would have just thought that we're set for the whole season.
Well,
that we're
if
gonna
we
do
want
really
to talk about Shohei and the Dodgers,
well. Yeah,
That could be another
hold
thing.
on.
they're gonna be a very
The
very
Dodgers
solid team.
made another move, and this is, I guess, what we're going to start off with. The Dodgers signed former Blue Jay Teoscar Hernandez for a 1-year, $23.5 million deal. Gru, you are in shock. As I said.
I feel very happy for Teoscar Hernandez.
I feel happy for
loved
Teoscar.
him. I loved him when he was on the Jays.
He was like a really good Danny Jansen, that clutch hitter that we needed, that saved so many games for us.
A lot of people, like, my best memory of Teoscar Hernandez is in the wild card game 2, when we gave up that massive lead to the Mariners. He showed up that game. Like, he hit 2 bombs. He was playing well in the field.
He was. Although we were winning that game, like...
We don't need to talk about that. This is not Blue Jays Buzz of 2022. It's Blue Jays Buzz of 2024, everybody. So Teoscar to the Dodgers. He mashes lefties, as we know, as Blue Jays fans. And he's just a great player. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for the Dodgers. They are the team to beat. And another Talking MLB with Free episode that I may make. I'm not 100% sure.
Harrison Bader?
No, not Harrison Bader. It's about the Dodgers getting an A+ in the offseason doesn't mean that they'll win the World Series.
It does not.
As we've seen with so many teams in the past. Although I would
including the Dodgers.
Although I would not blame you if you picked the Dodgers to win the World Series at all.
Exactly.
Teoscar to the Dodgers. Drew and Gru. I'm Fru. What are your thoughts on this on the signing?
I think. I mean, as I said before you even, I'm really happy for him.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be great. He might how old is he right now? He's what?
Pretty old.
He's getting there.
Like 31 or 32.
Yeah, he's not terribly old. He's around the same age as Jorge Soler and Jock Peterson.
I think.
Or no?
He's 31. So yeah, he's a year younger than Jorge Soler, I think. Yeah, no, he's the same age as Jorge Soler.
No, Jorge turns 32 in February.
The thing about Teoscar, I feel like
I'm definitely not stalking him.
He's been really all-rounded these past 2 years, like with the Mariners and Jays, that if I feel he can get if he can do really well on the Dodgers, I think he'll go down like being one of like almost the best right fielders out there.
So when you say one of the best right fielders out there, do you mean that in his hitting or his fielding sense?
Or just in general.
Or in general?
I think he's good at both.
Okay, hold on.
Let me say my opinion on this. Okay? First of all, right field is a stacked position. You got Kyle Tucker, you got Ronald Acuna, Juan Soto. Either way, doesn't matter.
Juan's a left fielder.
It's a really tough position.
He's gonna play right again.
He is like
Aaron Judge.
Yeah. It's a really good.
This type of thing. Alex Verdugo.
Bryce Harper.
He's a first baseman now.
Well, he was.
He used to be a right fielder. Anyways, I'm not sure I would put him in that top tier of right fielders myself.
Bryce Harper.
No.
Oh, Teo. No, I agree. I wouldn't do that either.
Hold on.
I'm not saying he's top 10, but I think he's up there that he'd be recognized as a really good outfielder.
Okay, and then another thing, when you say that he's a well-rounded right fielder, I'm going to say I disagree with that.
I disagree as well.
Because when you say well-rounded,
we looked at each other.
That usually means like all aspects of his game are good. He swings for contact, he swings for power.
Yeah.
He's
It's
a good
his
fielder.
base running
I don't
and
think
his,
he is a good fielder.
It's his base running and his fielding. That's why we traded him. Sorry, no, that's was he traded or
those are, but if he gets
Yeah.
those levels up in his
if he does, then he will be good.
He will be very good.
His arm's good, but his arm strength is good.
Yes,
but his range and stuff and just making
exactly
plays and catching the ball as an outfielder.
Yeah.
It's not great, and we saw that as Blue Jays fans. So there's a lot of things.
Teo either really doesn't do that well or he does amazing.
Okay, another thing.
I see what you're saying.
The type of hitter he is, which is different than he was
really
as a
good.
Blue Jay. Well, he's really good, but he strikes out and swings and misses
Although he did that with the Jays.
lot.
He did
do that with the Jays, and he doesn't walk a lot. So there's a lot of swing and misses this game, and not a lot of taking it. You know.
Although when he hits it well, usually.
Yeah, his hard hit percentage is in the 90th percentile.
Yeah, which is good.
It's comparable.
A lot of red in his hard hit percentage and barrel percentage. A lot of red in the hitting.
He also really struggled. If you look at his splits as like home and away, he really struggled. He really struggled with hitting at the Mariners field. So maybe that had something to do with it. But Yeah, anyways, enough on the Hernandez deal because we are running out of time, believe it or not. Let's talk about the Braves acquiring Sale, and then we'll talk about recent move,
the Braves
Marcus
are just
Stroman,
insane.
and then after that, I'm not sure how much time we'll have left, we will talk about Kevin Kiermaier and Isaiah Kiner-Falefa signing deals with the Blue Jays.
Yes, we will.
So, Braves, they acquired Chris Sale,
Great pitcher.
signed him to a 2-year extension, get rid of the deferred money. He's a great player. He went on the Foul Territory podcast and said that he didn't necessarily view his tenure in Boston as a success. He was injured a lot.
He was. Although when he pitched, he was dominant.
When he pitched, he was good.
He was good.
And
like a lefty. It's good to have a lefty that can pump it in there.
Throw the ball.
Exactly.
The Red Sox.
yeah, the Dodgers have really good pitchers. Like they have Clayton and they have good relievers.
Yeah.
Dodgers.
The Braves.
Braves do not have Clayton.
Right. They have good pitchers, and just adding to that count, the Braves and Dodgers are going to be a really big contestant in this World Series potentially.
I think. Well, another thing, we all went into it saying NLCS is going to be Dodgers and Braves last year. That just did not happen. Because the Dodgers and the Braves, they both sold in the division series. Yeah. So, anyways, Chris Sale, great player. He's awesome.
He is.
I
agree.
But
And his
he's injured a lot.
Yes,
I do not like his windup, in my opinion.
No, I don't like it, but it's weird
It's
for
iconic.
hitters.
It's iconic. It's
Yeah,
iconic.
But sometimes the weirdest
It's good. Sometimes
release
it's good.
are good. Like Adam Simmer, the Submarine.
Did not see that from Adam
very-
Simber this past
No,
year.
Adam Simber.
No, Adam Simmer did not play.
But the year
Do we still
before,
have
he was
Chad
good.
Green? Do we still have Chad Green?
Yeah, we signed him to...
I love him. I love him.
The Red Sox kind of replaced him with Lucas Giolito as well. We don't
I
really
don't
need
really
to
know
go
if
into that.
Completely.
Well, Chris Sale also said he doesn't see himself as a Hall of Famer, which I do agree with.
I agree.
My best memory of Chris Sale is closing out that World Series game in 2018 and him just jumping up and winning the World Series.
So, do you guys think... So, as you guys know, the Jays have done a lot of Shohei stuff this offseason. Other than that, they've done pretty much nothing except signing some
So
other
after
guys.
this...
Do you guys think that the addition of signing back Kiermaier and signing IKF, do you think that the Jays are happy with what they've done and they like their lineup going?
Oh, well, Ross Atkins
okay,
certainly
okay,
is. Ross Atkins certainly is. He's very
Let me finish
pleased.
here, bud.
Okay, finish.
Bud, let me finish. I agree with you.
I'm
I agree
very
with you.
mad at Ross
I agree.
Atkins, so
But
I just kind of exploded there.
And two, if the Jays don't get Jorge Soler or Jock Peterson, which I think they need, quite frankly,
I think they do. Okay. They like I said in an earlier podcast.
So if they don't get those guys, either one of them, do you count this Blue Jays offseason as an absolute poop show?
I really I kind of agree with Drew here
it's not looking good
because
if we don't
they
get them.
had so many opportunities to get really good players. Shohei being one of the best, but I just really, if they were to plan it out, knowing what's going to happen, they would do it so differently. And because they put just so much time into getting Shohei.
They wasted so
They
many
wasted so
opportunities.
much time that they could have spent on other players.
And now the problem is, everyone thought that after Shohei was signed, the dominoes would fall. Nothing, barely anything's happened.
Wait for Yamamoto and then Domino starts.
But not fast though. There's still
We didn't miss out on much in going on Shohei, and like you just said.
But we had a pretty good chance, honestly. We were up there.
Anyways, what I'm trying to say is that not very many people signed. We didn't
get
miss
a
out
little
that
bit
much.
catfish, but
Hold on. Ross Atkins, you asked if we felt good.
he
If
loves
it's
it.
He
It's
loves
stupid.
He
but
feels
he loves
really good with how the roster is
it.
constructed.
It's not looking good. We need an outfielder.
He thinks the last year was just a blip.
How did he actually just say a blip?
Using using his exact words.
No.
He said, last year was a blip. And
This guy's such an idiot.
they're reloading the gun with the same bullets and expecting it to work.
Expecting it to work.
And
Or it's like they're not putting gunpowder in it.
yeah, they're just like, we could grind out.
Yeah,
like,
it's fine.
we can grind out what's it called?
Although it
Analogies
could work.
all
It
we
could work if Vladdy has a season like Vladdy's meant to have a season.
If Vladdy gets a 50 homer, 100
Then
RBI,
then it's
300
fine.
batting average season, sure, I'd take that.
Exactly.
I think everyone on the Jays right now I really think they just need to get to their potential, because right now, a lot of these guys like Vladdy and Bo could be so good. They're not.
Boschet is so good.
Bo Bichette is actually really
Not to disagree with you on everything, Group.
No, Bo Bichette is already good, but
And
I
I
feel
think
like
I'm kind of misinterpreting what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because obviously you know that Bo Bichette is already good.
Yeah.
He's the best player on their team.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is the best player on their team, but I just feel like none of the Jays have no players have everything good. Bo Bichette can do really good. Well, it's mid-game, but he does not have that clutch. He can't really clutch up. More like Danny Jansen.
Okay.
Well,
Drew, and I. Sorry, what I meant to say was
Drew and Gru
have to go, and
or I. No. Drew,
we all
Drew
have
and
to
I.
go, and in a little bit.
No, right now.
Well, like right now.
Like 1 minute.
I would like to say, that
This isn't it. We're gonna be coming back with another episode talking about Sean Manea,
in a few,
Shota Imanaga,
in a few days or so.
Robbie Ray,
This
Mitch
is the beauty of not
Haniger,
calling it,
Anthony
in other words,
Desclafafafafa.
a lot of moves, and we will see you soon. So, with that being said, not Jay's Weekly Podcast. Happy New Year, Blue Jays Buzz. We're out.